In the weekend just gone, FILO TIATIA came up with a little bit of a bold strategy and decided to rest more or less his entire team for the Glasgow fixture in preparation for the two derby matches that are home against Cardiff and the following week against the Ospreys. Few people have said they can understand this. I saw it as a sacrifice of a fixture. He basically chucked all the kids out against Glasgow and said, we're not going to win it, so let's just move on to next week. Number one, calls the integrity of the league into question, but, you know, the URC. But I just think this has put more pressure onto the Dragons, but mainly onto him. Already under a lot of pressure given the fact that they didn't really win a game last year. And then this is kind of like all his chips are going on these two games coming up now. And if they go into this game and win, then I guess people will say, well, a little bit of a masterstroke. Rested all your players and you've come out and you've won these two games, or at least one. But if they lose both of them, then I think it really puts him on the hot seat even this early in the season, because that is a real bad lapse of judgment. Now, of course, these are derby games, so form will go out the window as usual. But Cardiff are obviously doing pretty well in the league at the moment. Dragons yet to register a win. And Cardiff have not lost the Dragons in 10 years. Think of that. Think of how bad Cardiff have been at times over the last 10 years, and the Dragons haven't been able to just get this hoodoo off their back and win a game. Now, of course, every record gets broken, but you're asking a team, you're putting all this pressure on a team to go in and win a must-win, because these games are must-wins now, given him resting all those players. And then you're asking a Cardiff team who are just used to coming and beating Dragons to just continue the good form. The one thing that he will have in his favour going into this one, though, is there is quite a lot of new faces, and a lot of them will not have the baggage of being a Dragons player over the last few years. There's a few Cardiff players who might feel a little bit of aggrieved. Maybe Tina Stabia, Seb Davis think, oh, you're happy to let me go. I want to make a statement in this game. But also, this move came really early in the season, so a lot of these players, there's a new team, and they're still taking time to work together as a team, work the chemistry out, and find the best team. And he's basically rested everyone instead of giving them another opportunity to build some chemistry. So I think that could be a bit of a gamble as well, especially if they start rusty and Cardiff go ahead. I think this could potentially come back to bite him in the backside. On the plus side, though, it is home, and these are two winnable games, so I can understand him wanting to manage the usage of certain players. Add into that, you got the Rodney Parade factor, where there is a little bit of a better atmosphere around the club this year. Things are a little bit more positive with the new signings they brought in, so maybe the crowd is going to fill and get right on top of Cardiff, and that could be something to look out for. But I think if you line them up team for team, still think Cardiff have the stronger team, and especially in the back line, the backs are purring for Cardiff. I think it's going to be an arm wrestle up front, but if it's close and it's going into the last 10 minutes and they're both within one score of each other, then having a team that is completely fresh might have turned out to be a masterstroke by FILO TIATIA. He's really put a gamble on this one, and I'm going to be interested to see how this goes through. And that is all happening Friday evening. So make sure you watch and then follow dragonsports.co.uk, and I will catch you on the next one.